Welcome back to Olympia, ladies and gentlemen, here in the House of Representatives. This is your state representative, Kerry Condotta. It is week 4 already. It's amazing. 60-day sessions moving right along. This is cutoff week for policy issues. Now, what does that mean? That means that any policy bill that does not get out of committee will be gone. It's not going to happen. And some of these bills have been around for the last session and this session, so this is the last chance this week for them to get out. We've got a number of bills we're working on, some constituent bills for explosives for tow truck drivers. We've got some bills on electric vehicles that I think we're going to get done, and electric trucks. There's a lot of really kind of exciting, fun policy stuff that's coming around, and there is an awful lot of bills that won't make it either. And a lot of them I know you're concerned about. We're getting a lot of emails about a lot of, I would say, kind of radical bills, and I don't think most of those are going anywhere. There's a lot of saber rattling. A lot of people throw these things up in the air just to make a point, and frankly, they don't have the political capital to get through the process. But we'll see. Some of this stuff might get out of the Senate. I know a lot of you are concerned about the gun bills. I don't see them moving too far, but I think they will possibly get some of them out of the Senate. The House is really where the action is when we get to the floor next week because, again, it's a 50-48 situation in the House. They have to have all 50 of their members vote for these bills, so it's unlikely that some of these more radical ones are going to get out. The good news for all of you is we'll take a look at the federal situation for a minute. The new tax structure kicks in right about now, so your next few paychecks should be quite a bit larger. Well, I say quite a bit. They're going to be somewhat larger because the taxes are going down from the federal government. Now, what does that mean to our state government? Well, according to our Office of Program Research, it's going to mean $85 million more coming into the state of Washington in just probably the first year, and a lot more after that. So the stimulus from this federal tax program, which will really light the economy up, is going to have a direct effect on our revenue, and that's why I say, and I keep saying, it's time to roll back some taxes. I was on some of the large TV and radio stations over the weekend talking about my plan to roll back property taxes. There is absolutely no reason to have a property tax increase this year. We can fully fund education, we can fully fund the supplemental budget, and we can still reduce those property taxes without even touching the rainy day fund. And if we have to, the rainy day fund's at $1.4 billion. That's not a problem either. So with $2.1+ billion and even more coming in thanks to the federal tax cuts, it is time to give some relief on the local level for taxes, particularly property taxes, which once again drive those housing prices and rental prices even higher. And that housing is our #1 issue in the Wenatchee Valley and also throughout the 12th District. As a matter of fact, it's the #1 issue across the state of Washington right now is the cost of housing. And of course, the cost of health care, another issue that unfortunately we can't do a lot about at the state level. There are some bills to work on that, but that's got to be done at the federal level. So for those of you that are writing in about the health care situation, I'm sorry, until the feds move on that, we just don't have a lot we can do. I know it's a very bad situation with a lot less people having real insurance coverage than ever before. Oh, they have insurance, they just don't have coverage. Well, let's hope the federal guys get that figured out. In the meantime, we'll get past the cutoff. Next week we'll tell you what made it, what didn't make it, and about the budget, a little bit more about the budget as we move into that process. All right, we'll see you next time.